Hey everybody, welcome to the tower. I hope you're having a great day and a good time. But if you're not, you're having a tower moment, you've come to the right place because tower moments are all I do, and I hope to help you get through them, maybe avoid the tower. We'll see what the reading says. All right, for starters, all of these messages are timeless. So whenever you're watching this, is when the universe meant for you to say it. Could be today, could be tomorrow. I don't know. And you just trust yourself whenever, if you ever see this video pop up and you push play and you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense to me, because you got to have that intuition, right? And there are no star signs. Everybody gets to play, so it's a collective reading. These are tower moment readings, so some of them can get kind of nasty. Be prepared for anything. And yeah, what do I do here? Well, I draw two cards from the major arcana deck, just like this, to find out the old tower moment energy, before, during, after. I look at the bottom of the deck for more information. Two cards. Then we will clarify. We will do 3, 2, and 3, and one more card at the bottom of the deck, and that'll be it. All right. I'm not sure how you got to this channel, but I'm glad you are here. If you like what you see, think about hitting the old subscribe button. I hate asking that, but if you don't ask, you never know. You don't have to, though. You have free will. You do whatever you want, and I'll probably ask again at the end of the video at the void part of the hour. Anyway, all right, on however long this video lasts, probably not an hour. Never, not. No. Anyway, let's get started. On this side of the tower, we have the Hermit. Now, the Hermit card is the energy that says, listen, you probably went too far into the loner zone, right? See, there's a point when you get isolated to do some soul searching, or you just need a break, or you need time for yourself. There's a point where, the vacation just kind of turns into isolation, and you kind of get stuck in a pattern, probably. But yeah, so this is just you being completely alone and in a cabin in the woods, far away from everybody. And you're just kind of chilling out there and nobody's bothering you. It actually sounds pretty good sometimes. But yeah, so, this is going to lead to your tower moment, though, because I feel like you're kind of the person who needs interaction once in a while. That's why you're watching YouTube videos. So this is probably their signal to get back out into the world and say hi and, catch up with some friends and family. Because you're going to go a little bit stir crazy if you don't, because this leads right to your tower moment. And the tower moment leads to the devil. Now, isolation can get to a point where you hit cabin fever and you start just losing your senses. You start going a little bit crazy. You start getting to that toxic routine. You just you hit the spiral, the tailspin, and it's not a very fast one. Right? It's not a very fast spiral, but before you know it, it's your house is starting to look like a Hoarders episode, and you got 6 layers of dust on everything, and you just got these little trails to walk through, and that's how you live now, and it just feels, just makes you comfortable, and that's kind of the devil energy here, because it's a toxic comfort zone. Isolation in itself can be a vice for some people. We can get lost in it. And when that happens, we just need people to pull us out of the dark. So the devil is here at the end of all things, which is never a good sign, by the way. And the High Priestess and the Moon is here. So this is basically you completely ignoring your higher thoughts, your higher intuition. You've got a voice inside your head that's telling you need to get out more. You need to be a little bit more proactive in life. You need to get some stuff done, and you're totally covering it up with the moon here. I don't know what happened, but this is usually the energy of depression, loss, grief, pain, suffering. Something bad happens to us, and we just kind of self-isolate. I get that. I've been there. We've probably all been there. But this is the energy that's resonating with this reading right now, and if you're watching this, it's coming through. So you probably found this video by doom scrolling. All right, Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's definitely no energy going on up in here. 6 of Wands. Yeah, you're just kind of. You don't even. 5 of Cups. It's just big regret caused this energy, pain, suffering, misery. Something terrible happened. Did you have a breakup? That happens a lot. We get somebody rejects us and we just kind of shut everything off for a while. I don't know what's going on, but this is the energy that says, you know, you definitely regret something that happened. And the energy that happened, it wasn't nothing small. The Six of Wands is here. That's nothing small. That's not like I stubbed my toe, or whoops, I dropped a glass, I spilled the milk. No, this is something big in your life. So this is a fight. This is a breakup. This is something big. This isn't nothing little. So when I say I don't know what's going on, I know what it isn't. But the energy here basically says there was a huge fight. There was a huge fight between you and someone else, and it's telling you that this is what led to your isolation. You just don't want nothing to do with anybody. Makes sense. That's why you're in hermit mode. Four of Pentacles over the Tower. Ten of Wands. Yeah. You don't want to let this pain go. You don't want to heal. You want to hurt. You want to suffer because it's in a weird way its own kind of hope, isn't it? It's like it hurts because this is what it felt like in the moment, and if I hold on to that momentary pain, maybe there's a chance it'll, come back. Maybe there's a chance that whatever caused this fight to begin with will be undone, right? So we hold on to it because at the same time it's kind of what we lost and we want it back. So it becomes a burden. Ten of Wands. And that's what this Tower is doing to you. It puts you in a cycle of pain. Let me guess. You wake up, do your stuff, eat, you're fine for a little while, and then out of nowhere, you'll see something on TV that reminds you of them, or you'll hear a song or something, and it just hits like a ton of bricks, right? Just out of nowhere, and it just puts you right back into hermit mode, and that's the cycle you're in. The Devil. Oh yeah, the Devil's got lots of locks on you. Chains, leashes, whatever you want to call it. You can't get this fight out of your head. And you can't move forward. Yeah? Alright. So yeah, you're in a bad spot. I'm sorry, but you're in a nasty situation. It's not really your fault. Some of it probably is, because it's a fight. It takes two to fight. We get that. But I get the feeling that this person, you love them. You thought this was it. You thought this was the one. You thought this was going to be the end of searching. The dream was over. Now I get to live the reality, all that. And they just broke you into pieces. I don't know. They cheated on you. I don't know if they literally stabbed you. I hope they didn't stab you. If they are, recover. I hope get better. But this person took the mask off, and they were not the person you thought they were. But there's like three levels of destruction here. If they destroy your heart, sure, you'll recover. This is the fling. This is the level of, it was fun for a while, but I got over it. If they destroy your mind, it takes like 10 years to get over it. It sucks, but somebody can get in like a long relationship, and it's just like they just slowly change over time, and you tend to don't. And then if they destroy your soul, like I feel like this is what happened to you. This is an energy that it's really hard to get over if you ever do, because that pain will last with you for forever. Because this person wasn't just your match. They were like the missing pieces of you. That's what they presented themselves as. And when it turned out that a little bit later that they weren't, it wrecked you. And that's why you're in all this mess right now. And that's why the Devil's over here laughing. And you're asking me, how do I get out of this? What do I do? How do I make it feel better? Well, the only advice I give you is the bottom of the deck. Ten of Pentacles. Every day, look around. You're watching this video, you probably have a phone or a TV or a computer, right? Obviously. You got to start back at the base level and just look at the things you have. Got a bed you're laying on right now? Hey, you got a bed. Are you warm? Hey, you're warm. You got food to eat? Hey, you got food to eat. Do you have a vacuum cleaner that works? Maybe. I don't know. Just start looking around at your little blessings, right? Count them. Everything. And eventually, you'll start to realize that your life isn't destroyed. Your heart and soul and all that is, but you got to start somewhere. And the Ten of Pentacles is just telling us that you've got to start reminding yourself that, you're still able to have things, and you're still able to exist and live. And every day you start looking at the things around you that you've got. Like, I got a green straw, right? That's pretty cool. Maybe get yourself a green straw. I don't know. But little things start adding up to bigger things. And pretty soon you start to recover. You start to feel a little bit better, because then you start to realize that this wasn't your fault. This person had this plan from the beginning. They probably used you. They manipulated you. They convinced you to do whatever you did for them. And then as soon as they got tired of you, they threw you away. And that sucks. And I hate it. But you will recover, because you still have your life. You still have the things in it. You still have little. So start at the bottom and work your way back up. And whenever you get that grief feeling again, that feeling of, oh my God, I can't take another step, or I miss him so much, just, start listening to your High Priestess. Ignore the moon and start listening to your High Priestess. She'll tell you that you're not as bad as you thought. It wasn't anything you did. You've got to believe that it wasn't you. Because this energy doesn't just show up for people who at random. This is something that people will put on someone else on purpose to destroy them, to wreck them. And gotta fight it. You can't let the hermit win. You can't let the devil win. Every day, look at things that you got. Even if it's just, I have little trinkets like this, little blessings. Talk to your High Priestess, your higher power, your God, your universe, whatever, and just say, I'm okay. Every 5 minutes, you're okay. 5 minutes at a time. Start small and get bigger. That's the best way to get through this kind of energy. Because if you give into it, if you let it beat you, which we know what happens when you let it beat you. The devil wins. And that pain just gets transferred to everybody else, who will probably never truly understand your heartbreak or your level of grief and pain. They can't get it because they're not you. They could probably empathize with it, but they can't truly understand how much it hurts. So you can't really tell them too much about it. This is going to have to be a you thing. You're going to have to pick yourself up out of the dirt, deep breaths, and just take every day, Because this energy sucks, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone, because sometimes you don't recover from it, and I get that. But I think you can, because the High Priestess is here, and the Ten of Wands is up there. You still have plenty of good things to look at in your life. You've got plenty of good things, and even if it takes 2 years to recover, right, where you can function and 90% of your days are good, hey, you win. Can't give up. Don't give up, all right? You got negative energy covering you like an ocean right now, but you can't give up. Don't stop fighting. And I hope this energy only resonated with very few people. God, these readings are fun sometimes, aren't they? Sarcasm. Anyway, I'm going to show you the cards, and that'll be it. Here we go. I've rambled on enough. If you're still watching at this point of the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope I didn't bore you too much. And yeah, this energy's kind of nasty. It's brutal. I've been there. A lot of us have. And so just remember the good things you've got in your life, even if it's really tiny. Like, I don't know, plastic bags are cool. um, Couches are cool. Chairs are cool. You know, things you wouldn't normally recognize or even notice. Notice all the little things. All right. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I do try to upload every single day. Hit the old subscribe button. Like I said before, it totally helps, or not. You're free to do whatever you want. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Good luck and find peace. Need it. Bye.